you want to know my opinion on what I think, just keep on watching. What's good? It's your girl Nisi here and I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the 50-50 relationship. Is it good? Does it work? Is it bad? So there's this black woman that goes by Just a Girl on TikTok. Listen, she was going in. She was going in on black women. She was going in relationships. This is why a lot of black women, you know what I mean, are the least to be married. This is why a lot are single or having like, or, you know what I mean, being single mothers, or, you know what I mean, end up having to do like IVF because no one's checking for them. You know, like Vivica A. Fox, how she's 60 and, you know, she wants to settle down. She used to go out, she used to date 50 Cent back in the day. You know what I mean? A lot of black women end up being alone. She's a bit like the female version of Kevin Samuels, I guess, but she tries to give advice and things like that. I do agree on some of the stuff she says, but listen, woo, the way she was going in on black women, I was just like, she's black, I'm black, who's she talking to? Because I know she ain't talking about me, she ain't talking about my sisters, she ain't talking about my friends, my family members, because we're Gucci over here, we're good. My friends, you know what I mean, they're very creative. Some of them have got their own businesses, you know what I mean, we're go-getters out here. So the black women that she was talking about, I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna roll her clip and I'll be back with my commentary.
Why would you rather pay bills by yourself than go 50-50 with your partner, right? Like, we work so much harder sometimes just to stand on something that doesn't make sense. Like, a lot of women are like, I would do it by myself. If I'm paying my rent, I'd rather just keep paying it by myself than have you come in and pay half. Like, logically, if you're paying 100%, you only have to pay 50. You have more. There's more to save. There's more to invest. There's more to spend, like, whatever it might be. But we really stand on the most foolish business just to say I do it by myself. Either you want to do it by yourself or do nothing at all. Like, where's the in between? And a lot of women have this mentality and not realizing like where you're going wrong when it comes to your relationship. Women who, you know, feel like they shouldn't have to pay any bills, and it's just like, come on. Again, you would rather pay all the bills by yourself than have a partner pay half with you. Make it make sense. This is the last thing I'm going to say directly to black women. Last thing. Y'all are lazy. You're lazy. It's common. How am I going to do all these things when I got to go to work 40 hours a week, raise my kids, cook, clean, blah, 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 blah. Your kids are raising themselves. McDonald's is feeding them. You're in the house and they're on their phone. Who's actually raising those kids? You go to work and you don't do nothing at work. Nothing but complain. Sit there on your phone all day long. Make it make sense. Y'all are lazy. It's every excuse as to why you can't do something. I gotta clean the house. If your house wasn't a filthy mess every single day, you wouldn't have to clean. Keep it up. Keep it tidy. Then you don't have to clean every single day. Your kids are in school more than they're with you. They're in their room more than they're with you. But we love to act like we can't do nothing. How can I go to work and raise kids? Girl, please.
Guys, did you hear her? Obviously, we had the first clip where she was talking about, you know, 50-50 relationships can be successful. I agree. Use both for me. Use both just need to communicate and be on the same level. And then the second part when she was going in, you know, that was like the remix of, oh yeah, and by the way, black women are this. Listen, some of the stuff she said, did she lie? Not just black women, but as like parenting as a whole. Like, I feel like with Gen Alpha and all the, you know, the gens below that, the parents are doing that whole gentle parenting. You know, parents don't want to be parents no more. They want to turn up with their kids. They want to be friends, go on holidays with their kids, you know, put on the filters, do all these like TikToks with their kids. And it's like, I need someone to be the parent. But yeah, she was just like, McDonald's is feeding your kids. You ain't parenting them, you know, most of the time they're on the phone or the Xbox or YouTube. What else did she say? When you go to work, you ain't even working, you're on the phone. Now, when she said that, she took me out because I wish when I was working, I left work last year, I wish I could have been on my phone. No, my phone was very go-getter. The manager's on your back. As soon as they do catch you on your phone, what you doing? So I don't know what job the black women she's talking about, but where I come from, there was no on your phone. Like, even at break time, we only had a half an hour break, but it's like an 8-hour shift. You don't even have time, like maybe 1-2 quick messages, and that's it, because you need to eat and drink before you go back to work. But yeah, I'm gonna get into people's reactions to the 50-50 comment.
Ladies, wait till y'all find out that 50-50 in a relationship only applies when a guy is not that attracted to you. You see, since he's not that attracted to you, he's not going to take you out on dates or buy you flowers or do any of these things. Instead, he's going to expect you to pay half on rent or, you know, help him out with the bills and everything, because he knows that he's not the provider for you. And he doesn't really want the relationship to last for long term. And you're going to notice everything in the relationship is going to be transactional. Like, if he takes you out on a date, he's going to expect you to take him out on a date next. He's not going to be doing things for you because he thought about you and actually cares. He's doing it because he thinks that he's going to get something out of it. And you see, the sad reality is no guy that actually truly values you, cares for you, or appreciates you would actually ask for 50-50, because they will do things for you out of second nature, because they're a provider. They're an actual man. They actually want to lead and take care of you. They're not going to think of anything as transactional, because they know for a fact that them taking care of you will help you take care of them. But y'all stay safe out here, man.
Ooh, guys, oh my gosh, that guy told no lies. He just reminded me of so many men that I know that are just waste men, and it's just like they've literally got nothing going for themselves. They raw dog and talk about their baby mums, but yet they're living under their baby mum's roof. They don't pay no money to bills. They're either in the baby mum's car or she's driving them around. You know, like Baby Boy, how Tyrese was basically in Baby Boy, driving Yvette's car around all day, and you know, she's like, I gotta go to work, and he's like, you ain't getting your car back. Like, what? But yeah, he told no lies. There's so many men that are just going half and half with women because they don't really give a fuck. They're more like roommates or friends, like friends with benefits. You know, they might have sex every now and then, but that guy don't give a damn about you. He's talking to other girls. He's liking other girls, you know, like dirty pictures or on OnlyFans, spending all his money on OnlyFans when he should be, you know what I mean, taking care of the utility bills. That clip, jeez. And I like that it's coming from a male point of view. He told no lies. Like, a lot of men are like that. And again, I know men. So when I do see their baby mums or girlfriends, I'm just like I knew one guy that used to be friends with my man. I'm so happy they're not friends anymore. But literally, this guy worked at Burger King. He's in his 30s. He was dating a 21-year-old. She was driving a really nice car. I want to say it might have been like a Merc A-Class. He doesn't know how to drive, so you know, you can imagine he just rings her up and like, he's black, she's white, so you already know where this is going. And even my man, we seen him when we were shopping, and he's like, oh, it's good that yous are still together. I've been with my man 13 years plus. So he's with this young girl, and my man's like, bro, what are you doing? Like, she's 21, what are you doing with a 21-year-old? And she's just like, he's just like, it's sick, innit? Like, she drives me around, Her dad don't like me, but you know how we do. He's just one of them black guys that fetish over white girls, and yeah, it's a whole other story for another day. But my mum was just shaking her head. Fast forward, I don't know, a couple of months later, they're not together. He gets with a black girl this time. He's not really his type, because like I said, he's a type of black man that go for white women. Like, he's got loads of kids, loads of biracial kids, left the mothers to be single, etc. Goes with this black girl, dark skin. He was actually with her for quite a while. Again, he moved into her place. She was driving him around. It's just that same repetitive, you know what I mean, going on. But yeah, there's a lot of men that don't want to even go 50-50. And if they do, they're just doing it just for case sake, just so you be quiet and stop, you know, nagging. Since they say black women love to, You know what I mean? So yeah, that man told no lies, and it's so true. And a lot of men that I do know, or like from like in the past, gone college with, a lot of them are like that, and it's just like, it's just shake my head. And I just thank God that I didn't end up with a guy like that, cause yo, but yeah.
Now, I don't know what teenager or early 20s something year old girl needs to hear this, and this doesn't really apply to women who are dating men over the age of 28, in my opinion. But, anyways, it is not normal for you to have a man paying all of his bills, all of your bills, all of your outings, extravagant gifts, extravagant vacations, and you guys are both 20 years old, especially in this economy. Now, I live in Florida where rent is like $2,000 for a 1 bedroom apartment. Do not listen to social media telling you don't go 50-50, don't do this. This is only for women who are like in their early 20s or teenagers and they are seriously. That is not something that you can realistically ask a man who is just starting his life and trying to build a life for both of you guys. And it will actually hinder your future success. I'm just letting you know, don't let social media try to fool you into what.
Talk about going 50-50 in relationships. If you don't already know, I am bisexual, so I have two different viewpoints on this. But let me just tell you now, if I was to be with a man, I am expecting not to pay a goddamn thing. I'm expecting him to do what he has to do as a man, period. Now, if I'm with a woman, we're going to go 50-50. I'm not going to be putting those types of expectations on you at all. Like, we are both women. So, like, it's going to be more of a balanced type of vibe. Call me sexist. I don't care. But with a man, a real man, I'm not compromising, darling. I don't even know what that word means, okay? And what I mean by that is to be an actual provider. I want to be able to not have to worry. I don't want to have to really use my brain. I want to make my money and spend my money and also spend his money. And he's going to want to give me his money because I bring everything else to the table.
So she looks like she could be in my age group. So I'm 30 plus, early 30s, but I'm 30 plus. And I agree with her. Like, at this point in life, I ain't expected to pay a damn thing but my maintenance, so obviously hair, nails, da. But I know everything else, you've got it covered. Me, my man, we've done both. Sometimes I've been better off, so then I've been paying more bills while he's just been doing the little ones, vice versa, when I've not been working and he's been paying more. Right now, I would say he's just kind of paying for his own stuff and I'm just paying for my own stuff, I guess. Like car-wise, so we had a car note. It was 500, so he was paying that and I was paying the insurance, which was 200. So it's just, you know what I mean, it's little things like that. We both agree, obviously, before we made the purchase, who's gonna do what. But it's very interesting what she stated. If she was in a gay relationship, because that's a female, they'll go half and half. But when it's male and female, it's just like, no, that male needs to be paying everything. Listen, it's you guys that are quick to shout, I'm an alpha male, and I'm the head of the house, etc. Be the head of the house. I'm gonna need you to pay all the bills. You know what I mean? Minus my maintenance, but you know what I mean? The normal bills, gas, electricity, da. I need you to have that covered. Some men do have that covered, you know what I mean? But a lot of guys want to be, you know, want to have the title, but don't want to put that work in. So I definitely agree with her standpoint. She made me laugh. She's like, if I was with a woman, no, we're going half and half because it's a female, da. But yeah, I just feel like from when you're dating, and obviously if you do want to get married and that leads to marriage, you need to be on the same level, and communication is so important. Like when I first got with my man, I was around 19. I was in uni, I was working and he was working. He was better off because he got paid every 2 weeks and he was working full time, so he was better off and had more dough than me. And then he lost his job later on, and that I was still working, but then I had to give up because then I got pregnant. So then he got a new job. So then he, you know what I mean? So it's not always just like one-sided. Sometimes someone's doing better than the other person. But as long as you're always communicating and keeping like a level head, you know what I mean? You just can't go wrong. So it can work. These 50-50 relationships can work. But I feel like, so shout out to the whole City Girls and Megan Thee Stallion. I feel like with the whole, you know, what is it, when Megan Thee Stallion used to do that drink, was it Rock the Boat? Obviously city girls were like, I've got mine but I'ma spend his, you know, their slogan. I feel like that went to a lot of girls' heads, especially a lot of young girls. So they would start dating a guy and they'd be like, you gotta take us to a very expensive restaurant for our first date. And it's just like, what happened to just taking a walk in the park, you know, just communicating and getting to know each other? I've been on a date before where I've never seen that person again, and I thank God it wasn't expensive. I always bring my own, because there's certain dates when people have gone on and the guy's like, we're going Dutch, and it's just like the girls brought no money. Same with women when they get flued out and they're like, I need you to pay for my flight back home, and the guys are like, no, because they didn't want to like give up the box or do anything with them. The guys like, you can make your own way home. So ladies, especially the young ones, please always have your own. Don't let nobody out here think they can take you for some yamed. Always have your own no matter what. That's even like with dating, your boyfriend, husband, friends, because it's like when people go on girls trips or like a friend's birthday, as soon as the bill comes, everyone's like, who's paying for this, or let's go halves, or, you know, let's split the cost. Sorry, if I've only had one drink and let's say a slice of pizza, we're not going halves because you've had steak, lobster, you were doing the most but you've not got the money. Like, come on. But yeah, 50-50, it can work, but I feel like at a certain age the man should be paying.
The average salary in the UK is £35,000 per year, okay? That's the average, meaning that some people can earn less and some people can earn more. If you are really expecting a man that earns £30,000 to be able to pay rent, pay electric bill, pay gas bill, because I know they don't speak about any of these bills on social media, pay council tax, plus also be able to buy groceries, be able to also live a life, because he's a human being too who needs to be able to maintain himself by buying clothes and his hair done, you're insane.
I'm not gonna lie, since I've been on this app, there's probably about 5-6 girls that have actually said stuff that makes sense, and this is one of them. This is the girl. You are a very sensible girl. You're a sensible girl, because social media does not talk about this, bro. The average person makes 35 grand a year. How do you expect the average man to do lavish lifestyle? Can he even do lavish lifestyle for himself? Like, even 50k doesn't cut it. If you want to be serious, if you want to do the real, you know, shebang, you do know that you have to make probably 175, because even 100k sometimes wouldn't even not cut it. So social media has just warped the reality of, you know, life. People need to like relax, calm down, and ask yourself, especially the women, does your dad earn that money?
Listen, sis was preaching. Not the council tax. Obviously, a lot of these debates, it's more based around people in America, but obviously she's a UK babe. And yeah, just that alone, from the road tax, council tax, water, it's all these little bills that people don't speak on. But they're like, my man needs to fly me out. He needs to do this to me, take me out. You know, we need to do date night every Friday. Like, be for real, especially in the cost of living, especially the climate that we're living in. And let's just say this man is doing all of this. What are you doing? You can't just be bringing yourself to the table, bringing your pom-pom. Like, I need more. We need ambition. I need my girl to maybe have her own business or something going on. I need you to be saving. Fair enough, if I'm paying for everything, I need you to be saving, investing, like, you know what I mean? Emergency fund. You need to have a stack of money, because you're not paying for anything. Like, this is insane. So I love the stuff she touched on. And then to roll off what the guy was saying, that's what I mean. A lot of men, when they're dating girls and they're trying to get to know them, then they're talking about, oh, are you the type of man to go 50-50, or are you, you know, a provider? Just like from dating girls, a lot of men are just turned off because they're just like, all she wants is just my money, basically. And especially living in a city like London, at this point, you're asking for the man's blood, because it's just impossible for him to look after himself and to look after you. And if you have kids, hey, it's just not realistic. But like I said, that little clip, what he said about, look at your own father, all these things you want a man to do, does your own dad even do that for your mum? Jeez. Clock that, okay?
This is my last time talking about this 50-50 shit in relationships. For all of you women who have this false belief that somebody is supposed to take care of you 100% financially, you are delusional. You don't even date anybody that is in a position to take care of you 100% financially. You're broke. He's broke. You're scratching and surviving. He's scratching and surviving. How the fuck could y'all ever get ahead off of $60,000 a year incomes? And this is me stretching it because a lot of y'all are making less than that. A lot of y'all are making less than that. Y'all are making $120,000 combined a year, and you think that you're supposed to have this Hilton lifestyle. Do you understand that these people are wealthy that are living like this? They're not rich. They're not hood rich. These people are wealthy. And if you don't know what wealth is how long you would be able to survive if you've never made another dollar from this day on. How long would you last? These people will last generations before their money even has a dent in it. You can't even go 30 days without making money before shit get tough and you start feeling suffocated. Know your lane. Stop letting social media treat you. It takes teamwork to put this shit together.
Child, he big man. He's actually quite good looking, but he's scary because the way he was... I watched a couple of videos. Yeah, he's one of them straight shooter facts, like no cat, no messing around, straight to the point. Again, he told no lies. First of all, if you're approaching a man and you've got that mindset, you're delulu. You're either very naive or you're delulu, because put on the news and look around the world, like, do you see what's going on? But you expect a man to just pay for everything. Yeah, like, he told no lies, like. And then the type of man you want, like, let's just say a baller, a wealthy man, they don't even go for women like you. Like, they go for, like, doctors, lawyers, you know, a woman that's got her own. So you'll never get that kind of man anyway. You know, Kevin Samuels, when he used to give advice to, like, single mothers, they're like, how can I get a high-value man? And it's just like... It's sad, his approach. I found him quite funny. I know a lot of black women couldn't stand him. I found him hilarious because the way he spoke to women was insane, and the advice he would give as well. But the one thing I would agree when he told these ladies, it just wouldn't happen. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's the viral clip when he was just like, you're what is it? You're average at best. Like, listen, ain't no way. Obviously, you know, he asks his women what's their height, their weight, if they've got a wig full of makeup, you know. Sometimes he asks, can you take all that off because I want to see you, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, that man, he told no lies. The truth hurts, and I do feel like women need to have more of their own and stop being so delulu. And that goes back for the very first clip, what she was saying about black women. Like, that they're lazy, because obviously she was replying back to her comments like, how do you expect me to work like this, look after the kids, look after that? Listen, it can be done. Anything in this life, if you want it real bad, you can do it. Get up early. I thought I had a job where I had to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning. Listen, if you would have told me 5-10 years ago what one day you're gonna have a job and it starts at, I'll be like, are you crazy? I'm not getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock. I even had a job where it started at 3 in the morning. Listen, when it comes to money, money have to make, and you have to do what you gotta do. But yeah, ladies, come on, we gotta do better, man. Like, none of this, I'm just bringing myself to the table. It's like, okay, well, it's just got to be you and that table sat alone, because, you know what I mean? The men, they're not having it. We're literally doing 50-50, or you gonna be single?
Burden at some point. I think it's very childish. People might get onto me again. But very to be childish. Like, I'm not going 50-50. I'm not, my man needs to do everything. Life literally has its seasons. From health, wealth, everything. You cannot expect someone to just take you on like you're their child. You're literally in a partnership with someone. I think that's mad. I think that's actually mad.
No, I agree. I think to a certain extent anyway. I feel like there shouldn't be so much emphasis placed on like 50-50. It should just be like, you know, obviously I do agree that the guy should obviously pay more, you know, as the gentleman and as the man of relationship. I think definitely if I had to put a ratio on it, me personally, I'd say 60-40 or 70-30, depending on like your situation. But at the same time, you know, depending on your situation, I don't think it should be, if I'm going out, this guy, my man has to pay for me this time. Like, it should always vary at the same time. But as a guy, I think naturally you're gonna want to pay for your partner. You know, most times, most occasions, you know, because I think that's what you do as a guy. I think
Yeah.
it's a pride thing as well, and you just want to obviously show that you're taking care of your partner correctly. And
Again, they told no lies. Like, she was so on point. Like I said, from my experience, sometimes my man's been more up than me, and then sometimes I've been up. Like, it's life. So it's just best to go 50-50, or let's say when he's more up, you be stacking money away, so then maybe when he falls down, he might become ill, need to take time off work, you've got him because you've been stacking, investing, etc. It is very childish. It's just like, you know, your parents take care of you, and then obviously you move out, get a man, da 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 da. I get it that you want the man to be a perfect, like, trust me, I get it, but not straight away. You can't be 19 and expecting your man who's 19 to look after you. Like, it just doesn't make sense. So that's what I'm saying. At first, yeah, go 50-50 full on. But in time, and if you really do see a future with this person, no, he needs to come correct and be paying all the bills while you're taking care of other stuff, investing, saving, the emergency fund. That's how I see it. So yeah, I wish, like, when I was younger, more like making money. I do wish I saved and invest, but obviously I grew up in a time where Drake dropped YOLO, you know what I mean? You only live once. So I was turning up, you know, the clubbing, the whole clubbing scene. Obviously, a lot of that's dead now, so it's different for like the younger generation. Obviously, apparently they're drinking too much Starbucks, avocado and toast, you know, all that stuff. But every generation's got their, you know, that it thing that takes all their money. Obviously, there's a lot of things like ClearPay, Kalana, that's taking a lot of people's money and getting people into debt. So, you know what I mean? But like I said, if I could give advice to my younger self, definitely to save more when I was younger. But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Let me know your comments below. Do you feel like 50-50 relationships are wrong? Do you think it's a good or a bad thing? And what she said about women, how do you, well, black women to be exact, how do you feel about that? Personally, I don't know any black women like that, and that's just my 100% honest. I don't surround myself with people like that, but I know there are some women, black women, who are like that. Please like, comment, subscribe and share. Stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.